ringleader of extensive Sinaloa cartel-linked fentanyl and heroin trafficking network sentence. But before we actually get to this individual's sentencing, he was actually part of Operation Cookout. In August 2019, over 120 law enforcement officers from 30 law enforcement agencies in Virginia, North Carolina, and Texas executed a major operation known as Operation Cookout, which resulted in 35 defendants being arrested for their respective roles in the conspiracy, along with the seizure of 24 firearms, 30 kilograms of fentanyl, 30 kilograms of heroin, 5 kilograms of cocaine, and over $700,000 in cash. The ringleader behind an extensive drug trafficking ring was sentenced to 33 years in prison for distributing large amounts of fentanyl, heroin, and cocaine in Newport News and North Carolina. This defendant served in a significant leadership role as the regional distributor of heroin, fentanyl, and cocaine for the Sinaloa cartel, one of the most prolific and violent cartels in the world. According to court documents, this individual, 44, Ramiro, from the Mexican state of Morelos, operated a continuing criminal enterprise with ties to Virginia, North Carolina, California. Ramiro was linked to the Sinaloa cartel in Mexico, as were his drug sources. And his operations supplied cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl to numerous drug trafficking organizations in Newport News, Virginia, and in Henderson and Greensboro, North Carolina. According to one of his actual customers, one of his many customers in North Carolina, he supplied him with over 60 kilograms of heroin from early 2018 to mid 2019. That's a lot of kilograms of heroin. Another one of his actual customers was an inmate in federal prison operating a drug trafficking organization in Henderson, North Carolina, using a bootleg mobile phone. In addition to his sentence, he was ordered to pay a forfeit money judgment of a little bit over $4 million, and he had to forfeit his actual home in Lawrenceville. That's a lot of dope. And he was caught up in this actual, indictment, Operation Cookout. So, um, how they came to link this all together, they won't specify to put anybody in harm. You know what I mean? But um, he was doing it right. He was doing it right. And if they have that $4 million in the forfeit, that means that they have access to that $4 million. That means that he actually laundered that money well, and he was able to buy a house. They didn't say how much the house is worth, but that'd be interesting right there in itself. And and it doesn't say that they actually caught him with any kind of actual weight, and he just fell under the conspiracy because they didn't pull him over. They didn't when they I assume they raided his house. They didn't find anything that was incriminating, as in possession or intent. You got caught with distributing large amounts. That's the key word: distributing large amounts. It doesn't say that he intended. He supplied. It doesn't say anything. He just distributed. He was the main plug, but he had other people hold the weight for him and had other people actually conduct his business for him. But he was the actual puppet master actually, and he had the right plug from Sinaloa, and that's why they got him with the actual, you know. I'm sorry they didn't catch him with the Kingpin Act, because with that amount of money, and he could have fell under that, but they didn't get him on that. Yep. Okay, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.